So Marathon, Texas, and as they say in Marathon, love lasts longer in Marathon. It's a great little town. I love this place. Got more to come. All right, Spreader Goes Nowhere again. I am in Marathon, Texas, Marathon, Texas. And it's come to my attention that not only does love last longer in Marathon, that there's probably more Indian motorcycles per capita in Marathon than any place else in the world. There are 3 Indian motorcycles here, and there's around 400 people. So for every 130 people, there's an Indian motorcycle. I don't know of any place in the world that's got that many. So there's some Indians. Let's talk to the owners. Go ahead.
You want to start?
Yeah, sure. I have a 2016 Indian Vintage Classic. Honestly, I bought it because of the color. But after riding Harleys for decades, it's got a wonderful suspension on it. The power, the torque is great. I think the muffler sound on it's amazing. It's just a really smooth running bike. I have no problems with it. I've had it for about a year now. And I'll probably stick with Indian, honestly.
And I'm Danny Self, and I got my Indian. I've got a 2017 Vintage and a 2020 Roadmaster. And the Vintage is the one that I discovered in 2017 when I came out of a motel in Albuquerque, and there were these 2 motorcycles sitting there. And I used to ride Harleys, Gold Wings, all that. And but it had been years since I'd ridden. So I walked out of the motel room in Albuquerque, and there were these 2 motorcycles sitting there, and I thought, golly, those are good looking bikes. And I looked, and here's Indian. And I thought, well, now where did that come from? And there's the story, about Polaris Industries and, manufacturing them. And I happened to go to a rally in outside of Durango, Colorado. And all the riders there were former Harley riders, and they're all riding Indians. And I'll tell you what, these Indians just seem to be the best all-around bike. The sound, the vibration, there's no vibration to it. You got that great sound to them, and they're just smooth riding, and they've just been a great bike.
So do you think there's any place else in the country that has got, 1 Indian per 130 population?
Well, maybe, we'll turn Marathon into Indian,
I just had a buddy of mine in Alpine buy a new Scout, and he's loving that one. And I don't know, it seems like a little bit of a club going around. So, and you have to drive. I mean, it's not like there's an Indian dealership nearby.
Yeah.
The nearest Indian dealership is in Albuquerque or Austin?
So
there's actually one in Odessa. There's an Indian dealership in Odessa.
I haven't had any problems with it, so I haven't had.
Yeah, I know. You can never have a problem with them.
Nothing I couldn't work on.
So
get my oil changed.
This is pretty much all a Marathon.
Yeah, this is downtown.
There's the downtown. There's the railroad track. There's the other side.
The famous Gage Hotel.
Yeah, and the Gage Hotel.
And the Marathon Motel.
And what, the coolest liquor store in the country?
Yeah, probably. Railroad
and a
Liquors,
world-class liquor store.
It is. Best, well, let's see. This is the last most southern liquor store in the United States, in this part of Texas anyway. From here, you got an hour and a half to the border, and there's nothing from here to there.
That's awesome. So if you're a Marathon,
here, you don't need it.
Yeah, and you find you're running a little low in bourbon, this is where you got to go.
Sotol, tequila, mezcal, you bet.
It's all here.
It's all right here.
All right, so here's the whole collection of Marathon Indians. They are beautiful.
You got to start it up. You got to hear it.
Oh yeah, all right, let's fire one up.
It's just got that rumble without the vibration. See, this got the full display, navigation.
Well, fire it up. Gotta get all 3 of them going.
follow Greta goes nowhere, and there's no telling